What's up, everybody? Sean Norris here from Zomb Leader Studios, and today we're going to be doing a different kind of video. This is going to be an audio commentary for my recent film, Whitetail, and I am joined with...
Jason
Houtz. He plays Dale in the film. So yeah, we're just going to be watching the movie and talking about it, so this will be fun.
Let's go.
Alright, we are starting it now. Morgan, I'm starving.
I know. Been hunting all over this damn valley. Nothing.
I can't believe there's not even a squirrel, let alone a deer. That deer we had last week hit the spot.
His accent hits the spot.
Shut the hell up. You're just
Noah and Andrew were perfect for these roles as cowboys.
No doubt, no doubt. Both look the part, both sound the part.
Oh, I know, it's just...
I want to make like a full Western movie just about these two characters. no horror or paranormal anything. It's just these two characters on the run.
I'm in. Boots on the ground, let's go.
That'd be nuts. It would give the scene so much more gravitas to know like what these guys were like.
We get a nice slice of their life here, I think, but I could be up for some more.
I remember like we were coming up with their backstories. Like these two guys were in the Civil War and stuff, and they were on different sides. But Noah's character Jed was a turncoat.
Oh, right.
He left the Confederacy to join the Union with Andrew.
What was this?
Smart man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a
And they both
rattlesnake?
became outlaws after the war.
How's that?
Well, I don't want to get bit by a goddamn rattlesnake while I'm out there trying to take a piss.
Noah with the paintbrush handles.
God damn it.
Here we go.
Jed, that don't sound like a rattlesnake. Jed!
When he screams Jed, that's actually ADR. Because when he in the original audio, it was like really loud when he screams Jed.
Yeah.
So we re-recorded.
That's so hard to nail the right pitch on the screams, I think, the sound level.
Because later on, your scream, we had to redo that because it was so perfect and loud, but it sounded
We'll
fuzzy.
get there.
There's me. That's us.
Freaking
On each
monster right there. I want to know more about that monster.
Yeah. I do too. I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, yeah, this guy's just here.
Fucking white eyes there scare the hell out of me.
My neighbors were probably looking out the window like, what?
These neighbors are up to their games again.
I like how the deer skull is still like chipped on the tip because that time Nathan stepped on it.
I forgot he stepped on it. I thought it got dropped. I remember there was an accident.
Yeah, he stepped on it. So in all the scenes we filmed after that, there's like a little missing point on the deer antler. My Evil Dead run-in shot. That was inspired by the ending of the first Evil Dead.
Oh, nice.
The POV shot.
So you got to pay homage to the inspirations.
Exactly. Yeah. That first Evil Dead is purely my biggest inspiration for this movie.
Look at them go.
They're getting out of there. They know what's up.
Right, man. Can you
There
imagine
he
just
is.
walking up on that? Just so nasty.
Especially if you just saw the deer like perfectly intact like minutes before.
Right.
And you shot it, now it's just that. You're like, what happened to it? Had to have been ravenous bears.
One might think that.
FedEx. FedEx is coming to deliver some movies to me. So they're coming to deliver more taxidermy deer body
Maybe.
parts.
The ominous wood shots. Great.
I love ominous wood shots, especially in The Witch.
Did you see anything when you were out hunting today?
I did. I saw a nice buck and lined up a good shot on it. Tracked the blood trail. And when I got there, it was guts. It had to have been bears because it was just the amount of time after I shot it. Only thing that could have been was
Only thing.
no other possibility.
Yeah, zero other possibilities. We've ruled out everything else.
I'm sorry.
So absolute. Obviously a
I know it's gonna
Sith.
take some getting
Yeah,
used to,
Dale's a Sith Lord. He deals in absolutes.
But and my mom wouldn't have left this place to us unless she thought we could handle it.
Those pancakes were just there.
We'll be all
Like,
right here.
he didn't even. I don't know if Jessica made them for the movie, but they were just there when we got there and started filming, so we just incorporated it.
Yeah, I was not. I had something to play with because
Howdy,
I
Dale.
couldn't just be sitting at the table.
Right.
talking.
Yeah, it's perfect. It made it more realistic. Like, they're just. You get to see the boom mic on the shadow of it.
Oh no!
I didn't notice that before. I noticed it at a few other places and tried to remove it, but.
It's good, still a few things to move in, but...
Remember those trucks that kept going by when we were filming the scene?
Yes.
It took like 10 minutes just to film that scene because just the loudest trucks were going.
Coming back here always helps me really, feel more grounded. Feel like I'm more connected to my roots.
Whatever support you need.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, I heard you made mention of a job before.
Yeah, in construction. We have to cut down and take out some trees by some down power lines next week. Who knows, maybe after that I'll move on to something more legit, like roads or buildings.
Or even signs. It pays good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
The stencils and that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're clearly really bored by this conversation.
I'm just like, I'm out of here.
You're like,
You said stencils. I'm out of here.
Get some air.
You're like, this is a really boring conversation. I'm leaving.
We'll just be inside. Do you want anything to drink, Eddie?
I like how you could have just come out that side door.
Right.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry if he's annoying you.
He's not annoying. I'm just not in the mood, I guess, after today's...
That shot is one of my favorites that I got from the movie, where it's through the fence kind of thing.
On each side of the post.
Yeah.
Characters here.
Because it's like it represents the divide between the two at the moment.
Maybe you and Eddie can go out and get the ingredients for me. It'll give you two some bonding time.
I think that's a good idea.
And then then once we get to Thanksgiving, we can stuff our faces and drink vodka till our liver says no more.
You know I love that.
More Evil Dead POV shots.
Just like, who's out there?
Like,
Somebody's watching this. Watching these people. Pranking them.
the deer shaman's he's just a prankster.
Eddie, did you put this here?
It's a good thing you didn't sit on it, but no, I didn't. I wouldn't prank you like that yet. I mean,
I like how he says, wouldn't prank me yet.
Yeah, like he's like, we haven't crossed that bridge yet. We
I'm
haven't
that kind of guy who would prank you, but not yet.
we haven't broken down those boundaries.
Maybe it's just some stupid kids around here trying to mess with us. We might want to start locking the vehicles.
Alright. Be careful.
I look back right there expecting she's still going to be in my line of sight to, say something to me.
Yeah, and she's just gone.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm ready to go inside.
She's like, I'm done having this conversation.
Yeah.
Lola. You're fine, baby.
That dog was in the Hoodie movie, Noah's Hoodie movie that he made.
Oh, nice. Returning characters. Or shared universe, potentially.
Nah. Oh. That right there, that was inspired by the birthday party scene in Signs.
Yes. Very
Just
reminiscent.
walk it out. And it's funny because so many people play the deer shaman in this movie. That was Corinne in the suit walking past the window, but right here, it's Nathan when he's coming down the steps and going up the steps.
I mean, it's 2:16 in the afternoon. This guy's not afraid to just walk into the house. I'd be afraid of that guy.
I still want to know what you said there.
Oh man, if I had a better memory, I might be able to remember. But
You're like, oh man, and then just something. I don't know what it is.
oh my god, what do you mean someone was in the house? Where?
What is happening? So you guys are like a squatter or something?
I'm gonna have to track this guy down and give him a piece of my mind. Tell him to either get lost or we're calling the cops.
Well, you're not gonna go by yourself, okay? I'm gonna go with you.
This is between him and I. I have to solve this myself.
No, Eddie's either going with you or you're not going.
Fine, I won't argue with you.
You're like, damn it, I have to take Eddie with me.
If you're not back in a couple hours,
One way or another, I'm coming back. Fucking Dale just totally interrupted Christine right there. And
He's like, shut up, I'm leaving.
yeah. I just could see Dale seems like a type of character that is quickly annoyed. You know, like he walked out on that conversation. She starts to say, "Oh, if you're not back," and he's like, "Bitch, I'm gonna be back. Don't even think that's not even a possibility. I'm the one coming back.
You're like, I'm
He's
the one with the
not
crossbow."
coming back."
Yeah.
You know?
Dale's out for blood.
Little does he know.
See that? Dude, that's on the property. It's like, that's the tent from Andrew Oliver's The Camp.
Do you think the squatter lives there?
It's gotta be. Let's sneak up.
That was the take, right before it cuts, that was the take where Nathan trips over the log.
It'd be impossible to sneak up with all these leaves rustling around.
I know, it's so loud. It's like,
Yeah, let's sneak up.
let's sneak up.
Let's see what we got. Unbearable stench coming out of that tent. Both of
Yeah.
us, we were all, everybody on the set.
We all just died.
Yeah, what did we leave in there? Like 3 days worth of lunch food and like a whole chum
Nah.
bucket? No, we should have. We should have.
We should have to make it more authentic. The chains around the cooler, the inspiration for that was the barbed wire wrapped around the Necronomicon and the Evil Dead remake from 2013. I was like, I want to have like a, yeah, you really shouldn't open this kind of vibe with it.
metal.
But, you know, as horror movies go, these guys are going to open it.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, there'd be no movie.
Hey man, it's been like 2 hours. I don't think he's coming back.
I think you're right. Want to check out what's in that box?
Hell yeah.
Just no hesitation.
Thought you'd never ask. Dude, there's a key. I didn't notice that before.
We'll get it out.
That was so aggressive. He really wanted you to get it out.
Wonder if it unlocks this. Take this thing.
We just never got a shot of you handing the skull to him, so
Oh, yeah.
that line. Take this
That's
thing.
awesome. It is kind of like, what is he taking? I guess you do see him with the skull there holding it.
Yeah.
What kind of meat is that?
It's got to be my deer from earlier. No other possibility. I'm giving it a try.
Dale gets an idea in his head, and he's like, this is it.
Yep,
This is how it
yep.
is.
Guy's going 100 mile an hour all the time.
This shit could be poison or something.
Are you kidding me? I'm starving. Idiot.
He's like, I'm entitled to this deer. This deer was taken from me.
It does sound
I'm
that
eating
way.
it out of spite. Like, he's not hungry. He's just like, I'm eating it. I want it. I earned it. This guy can't take my food on my property.
Just takes a whole bite of whatever, like that jerky.
He's like, here,
Not even a piece of it, just the entire thing.
here, Eddie, eat this with me just out of spite for this guy.
Doesn't quite look like the face of good food.
In the original script that I wrote, like, in 2019, they were both going to be stoned and have the munchies, and that's why they eat him. Why they eat the meat. Because, like, Eddie was doing drugs before, and, like, the idea is, like, oh, he's recovered, but no, he's just going to be out there, like, he just whips out, like, a bong, and he starts smoking. He's like, what, man, I never quit.
Relapse.
Not weed, at least. He's like, here, try some.
I was glad to hear you kick the drugs. How long has it been?
Oh, thanks, man. I've been clean for about 3 months now. I'm real happy about it. Feel good since I got out of the program, you know?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Christine has been a really good model for who I... Wait, what the... Did we just walk in a circle?
I had, like, terrible settings on Nathan's ADR for that, but, like, the perfect settings on yours. So your ADR sounded great and his sounded really rough.
I do remember thinking, man, that turned out easy, but I guess that was maybe just a good setup that night.
I think, yeah, I don't know what happened with Nathan's. I think I don't know, I must have turned the wrong knob on GarageBand or something to make it sound a little more, I don't know, fuzzy. But it's like just that little scene.
It is the same fucking
See, like, that's ADR. It sounds great.
Right.
This stuff's all different than when we...
And this is ADR, and it actually sounds pretty good.
It does.
Put that fucking skull on top.
Like it was remember when we found it? What the fuck?
You're just
Grinning like an idiot. Yeah.
This is really...
You're like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
this was like one long take that we did too. You guys were like, you guys were just taking it and running with it, so I just kept filming. Like, I just kept rolling the camera. I'm like, I gotta get all this. It's like it makes the audience feel like they're in the camp with them.
When
I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe out here.
I made a promise to protect this property, and I'm gonna stay here and find out who this is.
That's an absolute Chad stance.
I like how though when he got married, he made a promise to protect the property, but not his wife.
He just
Come
told
on, man.
He just told Christina, "I'm gonna protect our property."
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That
maybe
was
in
his
his
vow.
prehistoric mind, she's part of the property.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly wouldn't put it past
It was his
him.
wedding vow to protect his property.
Property. I honestly look at him.
He's making Eddie sleep on the lid of the
Seriously.
cooler.
Seriously.
Dale's a menace, bro. He's eating his food too. He's like,
Yeah,
give me your
give
food.
me your grub. You gave me your sister, now give me your food.
Give me your sister, give me the tent to myself, and now give me your food.
I don't know if they'd want to quite share it, but perhaps it was wormy enough. Did smell earlier. I don't know why Dale's sitting in that stanky tank.
They aired it out.
They're just getting closer together.
What the fuck is happening?
I like the energy that Eddie brings to the scenes, though.
Oh yeah, Nathan's
I
great.
have never experienced anything like this.
It sounds ridiculous to me, but it's time that we start considering the supernatural.
This is Dale's new, like, absolute idea.
Yep. He's pretending to consider it. He's already down that path. Tired of trying to rationalize it. See?
Exactly.
You know? I'm not going back.
He's tired
This
of
is
trying
what-
to rationalize everything.
There it is again.
Dale? What is that?
There he is. That's Andrew right there.
Alright, that is enough of this shit.
Edward, wait. You know Dale means business when he uses Eddie's full first name.
Yeah, he's like, Edward.
It's like, take the fucking shot, Dale, god damn it.
He's gone. Fuck, man.
Nathan's delivery of that line
Yeah.
cracks me up every time.
Shit, Dale.
He's losing it.
These woods are, I think these woods are closing in, man.
Told you. Something's not right.
Something bad's happening.
What? Dale?
Christine! Oh my god! Christine!
What the hell are you guys doing out here still? I said 2 hours.
2 hours? We've been
out here for 4 days!
Eddie,
We've been out here for days.
you've been out here for 4 hours.
We have been out here for days.
4 hours. Are you guys on drugs or something? What's going on?
No, I swear to you, I promise I would tell you if I
You're just like in disbelief of the situation.
Yeah.
We've been trying to go. We're going in circles. I can't find our way out.
Everybody's energy here was really good, I thought. It helped me feel frenetic when Nathan was acting so anxious, and Jess as well.
Where was he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was getting dark so fast when we were filming this scene.
Yes, it was.
Like, it was getting like the sky was getting like 5 shades darker every minute. Like, I
Right,
had
look
to
at
insert
that.
this
Yeah.
to transition us to this because it's so much darker.
Man, yeah.
And then that time it was Corinne in the costume again. You run into a tree right there.
Because it got so dark.
I know, it was like pitch black.
We made it. I was actually tired from the run back. I remember that. I needed to like hang on to these guys to stand up.
There's just some creepy bonfire going on over there. If you look to
Right.
the right, it looks like some giant things just standing there looking at it.
Yeah.
So let's get a shot of that. And we'll make it look like some
2 red
ritual.
lights on the side. You don't know what those might be, like lanterns,
Yeah.
perhaps.
My idea was like it's a ritual going on over close to the house. Like this whole area, there's just some weird ritualistic stuff going down.
Right.
Like we don't even know the extent of it just from what we see in this movie.
Again, Dale just immediately storms out. No.
Yeah, it's supposed to kind of mirror that scene at the beginning when he's like, I need to get some air.
Thank you for this Thanksgiving among family and the beautiful land you've blessed us with. For we know every good and perfect gift comes from you. Forgive us for our humanity, and may we learn to thank you for the good. Help my husband. Please keep us safe as we begin this new life down a new road.
And here we go. The initial transformation. Horns bursting through the head.
Yeah.
Can you even imagine the pain of that?
Oh, yeah.
And the arm ripping in half. The scream.
Dude, yeah, that scream was so good. The original scream was great.
Yeah.
But
Just the agony a person would feel tearing their arm in half.
and the flies, dude. Oh my gosh, the flies on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Because that fake blood and the cheese inside of the arm, like they were just all
watched
attractive.
scenes that are in different movies that have blood effects and this sort of stuff, and I wonder how they keep the flies away. I don't understand that.
Probably. Well, the thing is, like, the problem with we were using like sugar, like solutions and
That's
stuff.
true. Stuff that would attract them. Headshot.
That headshot turned out so good. I remember like watching the dailies after this day, and I was like, oh, we got it.
Yeah.
I was like, we got the scene.
Even there, it just looks like a just deep wound.
I had this like arm split scene, like just written, directed, and edited in my brain for like 2 years. So it was so like, I don't even know. It was just freeing.
It was probably
to
amazing
film
to
it.
see it come to life in a lot of ways. Hopefully, it was as brutal and just demented as you'd hoped.
Oh, it was definitely. I was like, I can't believe I finally did it.
So you guys just ate it because that's a good
I remember
idea?
telling you about it like a couple years even before we filmed it. Like at work, I was like, yeah, so I got this idea.
You were out there for 4 hours.
Daytime passed, nighttime passed. The sun went up and came down. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this to you. We had no other choice. I mean,
So clearly he ate some, did you?
This was the morning of the last day of filming when we filmed this.
Oh, okay.
a little bit of mine. I think I gave him the rest, actually.
Maybe you're fine. It's just
Yeah.
Originally, this conversation was way longer. Like, there's actually a scene where he comes into the house and he's like wiping dirt off of himself, like he just buried you.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah. But it went on for a little longer than I would have liked, so I just like cut right to them arguing because they're like in a panic, freaking out about what's going on.
I am not letting you lose another member of your family, and I am certainly not going to lose you. Okay? We have to go. We don't have another choice.
fine. I don't want to be here. We can go.
I think it's cool, like, now that Dale's gone, this is where, like, Eddie kind of moves his way up and he kind of establishes himself as the alpha male here, trying to protect his sister.
Now he has
got
the crossbow. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's kind of the focused character at the moment.
Even though the 9mm has proven to be the most effective weapon, he does upgrade to the crossbow.
The crossbow is like the crown. It's the throne.
Yeah. The apex weapon.
And like Christine, you know, she's always been kind of on the bottom of the tier list between the three, you know.
But now she's the sidekick, riding shotgun.
Yeah, right,
in the
yeah.
vehicle.
She's come up to to Eddie's former place. This location change was pretty on the spot too, and I actually am really glad that we decided to do this too, because it kind of makes it a little more fresh, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense that they'd want to get out of that house.
Because they think the land is cursed. They don't think that.
Right,
They think that maybe if they leave the
Property.
land, the meat will just be meat.
And the squatter knows where they live.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
So just moving in.
Well,
I wish I had gotten some like B-roll of like driving to make it seem like Eddie lived really far away.
I'm actually sorry
yeah.
I wasn't there more when you were in the middle of it.
Just like Jazz crying, looking out the window,
okay.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, just some dramatic driving scenes.
I didn't really let anybody be there because I didn't want you to have to see me like that. I didn't want anyone to have to see me like that, and it kills me. But that's why I never let Mom come see me.
And she missed you.
I know she did, and I wish I had explained to her how much I missed her too. I don't know about you, but I am so sick and tired of losing people. I don't.
Scratching that head a lot. Wonder if some horns are growing in there.
Yeah, I wanted this whole thing with Eddie to be like, he currently feels like, you know how like, you can see the mic down there in the corner.
Oh yeah.
You know how like if you're around someone who's sick and then you start getting kind of like freaked out, kind of thinking, oh, am I sick now? Like you start feeling
Right.
So, yeah, he's kind of going through that same thing, except he's actually sick. Like, it's like he feels the way you do the day before you come down with like a stomach flu or something.
Eddie?
And like the paranoia, like, oh no.
Yeah, I like the scene of him looking at the mirror and just watching himself undergo the change.
His skin's getting all yellow and like bruised
Just
looking.
how scared he'd be, you know, like trying to deny it, like no, it's not happening, and then it, you know, you can't deny it any longer.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn it away. I don't want that to happen.
Eddie, it's not gonna stop.
I don't know what to do. And I really want to feel better.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna fix this.
Maybe we can maybe we can cut them off, or you can.
Can you imagine that? Just cut him off every time they grow back in. But then his hands are gonna split and everything.
Oh yeah,
he just lives the rest of his life as Christine's pet deer.
Oh my
after the
gosh.
transformation's complete.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd retain
That'd be a
his
messed up.
consciousness.
Like, ugh.
Look at that deer eye growing in.
Yeah.
Should have probably ate some more of that meat just to put yourself out of the misery. Like,
Yeah, because he ate such little meat.
Yeah.
That his transformation is like way slower than Dale's was. Dale was like Dale ate it like most of it, so he's like turning really quick. But his is like prolonged and more painful.
Yeah, one guy's was almost like just getting an evolution stone, and then the other guy was like actually slowly gaining the experience before evolution.
Just painfully just withering away, just dying.
Well, he probably got an XP bump after he shot Dale.
Yeah. Those antlers, Corinne made those out of a Domino's pizza box and some clay and some foil.
I'm always impressed with the makeup that people can do.
Yeah, Jessica and Corinne, as like a makeup artist team, were like immaculate for this movie.
Phenomenal.
It was great.
Phenomenal
With me
work.
just kind of like overseeing a lot of the ideas and stuff. It was a match made in heaven, pretty much, for the makeup.
The way it seemed like they were able to execute the visions that you explained to the set.
Yeah, I was really happy with it.
Really well. Like, man, I thought they did great.
I thought it was cool when she goes into that bathroom to get that cough syrup. You can hear Eddie still coughing, and then he takes like one last, like he inhales, and then you don't hear him breathing or coughing anymore. Like that was his last breath he took as a human being.
Where the fuck is he?
Ah!
That took like 4 tries to make it look okay. Like,
yeah, that wouldn't have been easy, but that, and then the way the blood kind of popped out, the puncture wound there,
Yeah.
that looks great.
Oh my god, yeah. We made that look painful. A lot of the noises Jessica makes in the fight are ADR. Because originally it was kind of just quiet, and I was like, this is a little too quiet. We need to like make it scary. Like,
Yeah.
And it more intense.
A little more suffering.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, her home well, they're not in her home anymore, but the place she's at was invaded by a monster. She's being attacked.
Yeah.
This guy's pants, just flies down. It's like,
Yeah.
wonder what other kind of intentions he may have had.
Someone
before turning into a
commented
demon.
saying whoever was on zipper detail failed miserably. I thought that was really funny.
That is funny, zipper detail.
So now here's where Christine needs to usurp the alpha position from Eddie.
Just the sound of that.
Yeah, that sound is me like ripping apart like cabbage and celery and lettuce.
Sounds
and all that.
rough to me.
I had like a microphone position. I'm just like ripping it all up.
I could just see that being the sound this kind of stuff would make.
That was me stabbing a head of cabbage. This stab wound looks awesome too.
Oh, see, I thought you guys actually stabbed him.
We just made a snuff film about
Sorry,
deer
Nathan.
people. Nathan's gone. That's Noah in the suit now.
Ah.
It was kind of funny because like I forgot Noah said he could show up that day to film, and he just shows up just out of the blue. And I was just like, oh yeah, we did need you. I'm like, cool.
Perfect.
I'm like, I'm glad you're here, bro. It's like that was like that shot in Alien 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that
I was thinking Alien
inspired
versus
by.
Predator when it marks her.
Yeah, that was like in Alien 3 when the alien comes up right close to her.
The lucky find out in the woods.
Yeah, we did just kind of find that deer skull and antlers out there in that little area. I was like, hey, more props. That flute music is actually Andrew playing the flute. And he just made this tune up on the spot.
He definitely got better with the flute the more he played.
Yeah, compared to the beginning of the movie. And the chanting is me and Andrew chanting.
Your chanting is always creepy as fuck.
There she is. She's the new shaman. She has taken his place. She's a witch. I like to think that like women become witches and then the men become like deer shaman people. So
okay.
she is what Corinne was at the beginning of the film.
Right.
And now he's just a normal guy. Like he's not, like he barely even remembers what happened. And now he's just this cowboy trapped in modern times. Yeah, so the sequel to Whitetail is going to be Morgan the cowboy figuring out how to like file his taxes online.
Applying for a job.
Use his cell phone. He's going to be like, what is this?
Trying to flag down a taxi.
Yeah. He's going to be like, he's going to see a car and be like, what?
Yeah.
Now that is an absolute stacked cast.
Bunch of Chads and Chadettes right there.
For sure. Yep. Whitetail's a good time.
Shout out Zapsplat.com for the free sounds.
Yeah, Zapsplat's great. I use Zapsplat quite a bit. I didn't use it very much with this one because I recorded a lot of my sound waves, but stuff like the flies and I don't know, just
yeah.
I got that from there. Oh yeah, I added staglins to that little disclaimer because that's what the half human, half deer creatures are.
If we'd seen any staglins, we might have heard it though.
Yeah, no staglins were harmed. But yeah, that was fun. This was cool. We should definitely do this again for Casadastrophobia when that comes out.
Book it.
For sure. That comes out pretty soon to those of you who are watching that don't know. We're dropping that on April 2nd. I'm also going to take this time to announce a alternate cut of Whitetail that's coming out. We're calling it the Grindhouse cut, or the Grindhouse edition. And it's going to be edited by Andrew Oliver, who played Morgan in the film.
Andrew.
It's going to be in 4:3 aspect ratio, kind of like his film The Camp, if you've seen it. And it's going to have kind of a filter over it to make it look like it was shot in the 70s. And it's got a new track of music in there. And there's some scenes that are rearranged and different takes that are used for different lines and stuff. It's incredible from what I've seen so far. I'm very excited to put it out because I think that is going to be the most ideal version of the film to be released. But it'll be cool to have both, like, the original director's cut that I edited and then this new, more ideal, like, Grindhouse cut. Because I was definitely going for that Grindhouse factor with this.
I'm excited to see this new cut. It'll be interesting to see what Andrew's done with it. That guy is a wizard on the computer, and I'm excited to see it.
He definitely is. Well, thank you for joining me for
Hey.
this commentary. This was fun. I've never
Hell
done an
yeah.
audio commentary before, and I definitely want to do more. I think that would be awesome.
For sure.
And, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be back with another commentary on Cassinostrophobia.
See you guys soon.
Sean Norris, out.